I wish I could give less than one. Start. They don't pay the people that work for them, and they even make us work on sick days. I hope everyone that goes here likes their food with extra fluo. Nick is a selfish person who doesn't even care about himself, let alone other people. This is coming from a Totowa resident / fireman, 17 years, 22 now. Oh, I hope you and your business are run out of town soon. Not sure who you are, but judging by your picture, we are guessing this is Angelo. You worked your first shift brass and 9 to the other employees that you were still drunk. These staff members explained that your first 2 shifts would be train and 9 shifts, no pay, the tip pool. The following Sunday you were on the schedule EO work another shift. You arrived late and sat in the restroom for 30 minutes. You approached the office, asked to leave because of heartburn. We agreed and you went home. In the meantime, other applicants carned into Crane and began work. You were never an employee of Nicola's and did not make past the mandatory period. If you have any other questions on why you weren't offered a position, please feel free to stop by at any time. Don't be desperate. Also, I don't want golds, unlike you. Edit. Whoever gilded this man's post has wasted money. Congrats. You have literally asked a question on r/ask Reddit on how you can trick people to give you silver, golds or plats, but deleted the question shortly after uploading this post. Don't think the internet doesn't know. Rough haircut, basically looks like a flat top that you would find in the 1980s. Could it be because he is growing a mullet himself? I would say his shaver, a very important tool, was super cheap and left an uneven, crappy cut. So disappointed. Barbershop. Will start this response by stating that there is no one named Nick on my schedule that isn't a human. No, personally, the only Nick had been booked with my barber, and he is an amazing barber. Next, will point out that I constantly consult with my actual clients and ask them about how they like the length, style, etc. Flat tops are a dying art, and I wish more people got them, however, rarely get to give one. Then, I will point out that 4 of us in the barber shop are growing mullets for our friend with cancer. Typically people shave their heads. He decided he wanted us to grow mullets instead. If you have a problem with the mullets, you can fight me in real life. Guys with mullets never lose fights. And last, I will point out that most OTs use a shaver that costs somewhere in the neighborhood of $170. Nicest one on the market. If there's ever an issue with a haircut, talk to anyone in the shop instead of crying online. It makes you look bad. Shows the fortitude of your true character. I'm not booked a week out at all times because glue bad haircuts. Good day to you, sir. Just finished my son's switch wall. No, you didn't. Thank you, sir, for enlightening us. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. I drew all the boys together and I did it for the internet. You should probably mention that sick pups actually drew this, and not yourself. Oops, forgot. All good, hombre. I love the art. I just want artists to be given credit where it is due. Stay chill. Though they have vape products. I was deceived into thinking it was a CBD store, though they sell CBD. The place I was looking for was actually on the other end of the plaza. When I approached the young man there, he assured me this was the place, and before I bought their CBD I went searching down the plaza. and I found an all-exclusive CBD store which matched the photos and description I was looking for. I'm only giving 1 star because I felt the gentleman was being dishonest in the representation of what their store was when he probably knew I was not in the right place. Knowing it's a vape store that's not CBD exclusive and that they knew there's a CBD store in the plaza that was. And that made me very disappointed in a lack of honesty. Your Facebook states that you actually work at the local CBD store. So are you trying to pretend you don't just to bash a store that carries more CBD items than your employment? 101 if that makes you and your boss feel better. Maybe I should call Ms. Fan herself and see if this is what she wants her employees to do. Or better yet, how about I call the owner of the entire corn painting, Marcus, and his dad. I saw rats coming out of the building near the pool. They need to improve their rodent control. Just a couple of things for starters: we do not have a pool at this hotel and we do not show a reservation under your name. Additionally, we are located in the financial district, unfortunately, surrounded by concrete. May you have been thinking about a different location? It is the worst app I had on my phone. You don't need personal info for a wallpaper, and never get this, it tries to make you buy the full version. And if you do get this app, don't press I accept on the privacy policy. All it's doing is giving your personal info to them. Mad scientist you are. Stupid for trying to make me think that that's an actual law. I even looked it up. It's not a law to press accept, because on every other app give you a choice, and I work at Google in NY, so I know I put laws in the system. You work at Google and can't understand a piece of written text? It says that I am obliged by law to ask your permission to use your data for showing ads, not that you are obliged to accept it. Where is any of the information? I'm not seeing anything. Is my web page glitched or something? I have refreshed multiple times and still see nothing. You should know, considering you were the one that deleted the information. Really, it should be pretty obvious. We'd find that out. They can't seem to keep their staff. It seems like as soon as you like someone, they seem to is a great esthetician and my most get ran away favorite, but now no longer working there anymore. Because the owner obviously didn't value her and ran her awa_. This seems to be a pattern with the owner. With leaving was the last straw for me. To everyone, don't bother going there, because as soon as you like someone's work there, the owner runs them off. Needs new management quick before the business is ran down to the ground. Good morning. Thank you for your concerns and we appreciate your review. I see you have never been to our. Feel free to stop by. We have great aestheticians and massage therapists on staff. Please let us know if you need anything in the future. Have a wonderful day. Tried to order a birthday cake for my daughter, was flat out told they could not get to it even with several days advance notice. I have been faithful to this company since the first day they opened, but would not buy another thing from them, nor recommend them to anyone. Hello Joey, thank you for your review. You just called about 30 minutes ago, if I'm not mistaken, and asked the owner for a cake tomorrow, not advanced notice. We were more than happy to get you a traditional cake, but you were wanting a custom designed cake. I am completely booked. On any custom cakes, I try my absolute hardest to squeeze in as many last-minute orders as I possibly can. But I have a limit, and there are people who order weeks and months in advance. First day I was at about 15k. There was a person in my group who already had 100k. Insane. They did more than one million words in a month. I topped out at 130k. There was a person in my group who already had 100k. Insane. They did more than 1 million words in a month. I don't think so. Assuming they worked 20 hours without breaks of any kind, not even to scratch their nose, and that the average word is 5 characters long, yields a typing speed of 416 WPM, which is nearly twice as fast as the fastest recorded English language typist in the world. I got this game yesterday and I've been playing it for 12 hours already. There is so much you can try to find and so many parts that sacre you to death. I say yes. This is an amazing, dark, scary, intense game. Dang, Srey, I forgot to. I played it at a friend's house. I've been playing it for 12 hours already. Has 5.2 HRS on record, 5.2 HRS within the last 2 weeks. Called out about playtime on a free game. There is no way you have so much hours on Neptunia shooter, if you weren't AFKing like crazy. I suck at bullet hells and I've tried repeatedly. No, you idled. It's been 67 days since the release of Neptunia shooter. 1,576 hours is 65.66667 days. You would have had to have played the game almost every second after it launched to get this time. Unless of course, you used an idling program. Griffey obviously was just saying a random number, but that is my number. And my phone being blown up with texts asking if this Griffey SMH gotta change my number now. I guess you should also change your voicemail from "This is Anthony Griffin."